This is a Dell Latitude DX30, and I'm going to give you a tour of the BIOS. I'm going to show you around the BIOS. You can change the settings in there. Okay, before I start, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. And if you subscribe, I'll personally respond to your questions in the comments. Leave comments. If you got any questions, leave them in there, and I'll respond to them. Just say I subscribed in the comments. Okay, first we're gonna. I got the bezel off the back here. That way it looks kind of weird. I can still push the start button right there. Push start. As soon as you push start, pump F2. Start pumping F2. And we're going into the BIOS. Here we go. We're already in. Okay, let me turn off this torch light. Alright. Okay, you're going to use the down arrow. You can read about your system here. Everything here over on the right. Always read everything on the right. Wherever you're at right here. Okay, you move down one notch. Processor info, it's all right over here. It gives you clock speed. Okay, primary info. Or memory info. Need some glasses. Device info. Just tells you about your system, your graphics card, battery info. That's pretty good. I got a secondary battery over here on the side, where your CD-ROM goes. What do you call that? A modular bay battery. So that's why it's showing two batteries here. They call it a modular. They call it a module bay. But it's showing 90% charged and 100% charged on my primary battery. And I think it's going to tell me how they're working. So let's see, go down one more arrow down. There it is. Shows they're both performing normally. Modular bay and the primary bay. But I'll tell you, they sure run out of juice quick. Let's see here. Time. Okay, now when you get down to here where these ones are in white onboard devices, you can make changes on these. You can make changes on these. And if you make changes and you don't know if you mess something up or not, because you got to be careful in here, because your computer might not start if you make the wrong changes. So, and all these ones down through here. So anyway, okay, let's go to onboard devices. You're going to hit enter, and it gives you more drop down. And every time you're going to read over here what it does. And if you want to change it, you're going to hit enter. Okay? Here you got parallel port, serial port. Factory default is, okay, they're in the bottom. Factory default is ECP. Port protocol. So we don't want to change that's the one that's on too. We don't want to change too much in here. But whenever we do change it, modular bay device is enabled. See the bottom there, the factory default is settings enabled. So that means my battery will work and my CD-ROM will work. Or you can turn it off. See up there? You can turn it off at the top if you didn't want it even working. I don't know why you'd want it off. So, video, security, you can set up passwords. You can set up passwords and security. But anyway, when you get through here, performance, let's click on that one. Enter. Speed step, they can make your processor run a little faster. Say enter, it's already enabled. Factory default setting is enabled. It's either going to be enabled or it's going to be off. If you read right there. Remember I said I read everything? Wherever you're at over here, always read over here what it can do. Make changes. And then you can make changes at the top here, read over here. But once you make the changes, nothing's going to really take effect until you get down to when you're leaving. And you're going to save. You're going to say exit, escape, on the bottom there. And then you're going to say exit. And then it made the changes, whatever I changed. If you mess up, in my playlist I got there's one on how to go back to your factory defaults the way that Dell sent it out of the factory. If you mess something up on there. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. Like and subscribe and leave comments. I know this is kind of rushed here, and I shaking a little bit.